I'm just going to start the recording. And Chair Newman, we do have quorum, so we can begin if you would like.
Okay, let's do it.
Thank you.
Okay, we will call the meeting to order officially at 6:07 and have our roll call.
Okay. Oh, okay. Great.
Tony has running 15 to 20 minutes.
Oh, we probably should. Yeah.
Okay, we'll start with the roll call. Chair Newman.
Here.
Vice Chair Lynn.
Here.
Member Meister.
Here.
Member Cody.
Here.
And noting for the record that Member Spears is running late, but should be here in 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay. We do not have any members for a public hearing, so we will move on to the consent calendar and the approval of the minutes from the November 12th meeting.
Move to adopt, unless anybody has any corrections.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion by Member Cody to approve the November 12th meeting minutes, seconded by Member Meister. I'll now conduct a roll call vote. Chair Newman?
Yes.
Vice Chair Lynn?
Yes.
Member Meister? Member Cody?
Yes.
The motion carries 4-0. Meeting minutes from November 12th approved.
Okay, great. Our next item is the calendar year 2026 board meeting schedule.
Yes, you should have a printout there.
Oh, yeah.
And we want to ask about January and then the Friends joint meeting.
Yes, so it's generally the second Thursday of the year. I will point out though that January, it is the second Thursday, but it's the first is Thursday. So whether or not you would like to meet on that day, the 8th, or make it the third week, that's up to you. But it is also the first week that the city comes back from the closure. So
I'm actually going to be out of town on the 8th. Okay. So I'll just put that out there. Meeting the third week would work for me.
Is that also better for staff, you guys?
yes.
Yeah. So I mean,
I can't come the third week, but because I have another meeting, but that's fine if it works for everyone else.
I can make it.
I'm going to be gone for like 10 days, the beginning part of January. Just don't know the exact dates yet.
Also, the 8th might want to work either.
Yeah, exactly. Neither may work.
Yeah.
But,
Well,
so,
what works for most people?
Should we see what Antonio says then?
Yeah, maybe that's the
Maybe
best
we
way
wait
to go.
for
See
him.
what he can do.
And then confirm, just so we make sure we have an actual.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking at this, that's the only date that jumps out at me as a issue at this point.
And then the second point is we usually have a joint meeting with the Friends.
Oh, right.
And so we can propose the date, but, either we could propose it for January, but it's kind of a little bit soon, or we could do the February, March. We usually like to do it toward the beginning of the year, so that if there's anything we want to do toward the end of this fiscal year, that they're involved.
February sounds fun.
February?
It's their
That was the
Valentine's
part?
Day, and we love them.
All right. We can do that.
Great.
Okay. And then the other part is to review kind of the locations, because we like to rotate to the different branches with Ocean Park and
No, that looks good.
Ferry opening,
Like every
although
quarter to be.
Thursday. Ocean Park. Yes, Ocean Park is open on Thursday. All right, great. I'm like, is it open? Okay.
different when they're open.
Mm-hmm. Ocean Park and Fairview will be open now.
Are they already open?
No. They're open self-service,
But no, the full opening is January, starting in
it
January?
will be January 20th
Okay, cool.
that week.
Great.
But I think that's all that we would ask that you consider. Other than that,
So this is I, oh, okay.
Do you need a formal motion to approve the actual calendar of the meetings?
That was going to be my question.
yes. I think it's a motion to approve the meeting schedule with any
Adjustment.
Caveats.
adjustment
Yeah.
that you have, and then we'll approve it and then put it into the calendar.
So moved.
Okay, moved.
Second?
Okay, we have Member Cody motioning to approve the calendar, seconded by Vice Chair Lynn. I will now conduct a roll call vote. Chair Newman,
Yes.
Vice Chair Lynn,
Yes.
Member Meister,
Yes.
Member Cody,
Yes.
and we have an approval for the 2026 calendar year board meeting schedule. Thank you all.
Great, thank you.
Very good. Moving on to the impact report. Which is right here.
Pretty new and fresh impact report.
Nice
Um,
photo.
Mostly, I know.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a great
The
photo.
whole entire thing is amazing.
A lot of the content, of course, put together by our awesome staff, but Cecile, as our marketing and communications coordinator, put together kind of the story that you see. So if you look, the arc and the story around how we've really helped in both response and recovery, emergency situations, as well as learning and economic recovery. That's really been the focus. And again, really, it's representative of what we do, but it's not all right exhaustive of what we do. And these are really some of the areas and activities that we've really that really are highlighted. I like all of the quotes, and we've got lots of quotes throughout that are from different programs, as well as certain survey responses that we received. You all have a little highlight there in the last second to last page. I talk a little bit about in my letter about what we have ahead, and we do mention Fairview and Ocean Park opening and the exciting year that we're looking forward to. And so our numbers do continue to increase, but I hope and imagine that in the next year or two, as we increase days, that these numbers are going to become even higher. And as we see more activity coming down to the downtown area, and we're working together with different departments to ensure that all areas, including the library of the downtown, are welcoming places to come to. We're hopeful that we'll be seeing a lot more folks coming into our doors. And so if there's any questions, I can take any questions.
It counts as a virtual visit, like if someone logs in online, is that what it is?
Yes. So we have our website that often people will visit, and so we'll log that as some of the virtual visits.
Very
Again,
impressive.
Yeah, this is
Very
our
to see all
I mean, it's so, it's interesting. It's not just a.
Yeah, thank you. And just the efforts that our staff have made to pivot during certain times. I mean, especially at the beginning of last year, and how devastating it was. I think that being able to support the community in that way was great for us, and also helped us to understand too other resources and how we can use some of our spaces, differently. So as we move into next year, we are definitely partnering more. We hope to partner more with economic development, and also specifically literacy, really looking at what workforce development and literacy looks like. So we have Tech and Task, we have ESL, we have adult literacy, but with our branches being more open, we're hoping to expand computer classes and really, again, have more of a slate of programs that will help our community get back on their feet. So that's one of our big focus areas for next year.
Right.
Very well done.
Yeah.
Where will this, or how will this be distributed or available? Is it
So it's already been
online?
distributed digitally, and so through our through the newsletter. We've also sent it to the city manager. I'm not sure how. Sometimes he'll share it with the updates. We will give. We have a limited amount of these paper copies, but we've given them to our leadership, and we'll give copies to city manager's office as well as for them to give to city council.
How many people get the newsletter? I mean, I got it, so I saw it digitally. But do you know how many people are on our
Say how
newsletter?
many subscribers?
I know. I always give you number questions.
Yeah, I should know this, but I do know that Syl's right here. I should just ask her. But we do have quite a bit of subscribers. We can ask her. And
No, because the information's great. Susan and I, you dropped by the Ocean. I was telling the others that the Wilmot, they had an in-person meeting. They usually virtual, but they held it at the Montana Library. They were thrilled to be back in the Montana Library. They hadn't been back in the Montana Library since before COVID. And so they were thrilled to be back there. And they, we were just sharing numbers from the impact report as part of our, we're reopening or doing stuff. And they were all very thrilled with the numbers. That's great. Particularly the visits. In a city of 90,000, we had 500,000 visitors to our library.
And the events participated as the participants of the event. That's so high per event.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and particularly for the again, why we're excited too is as we expand, we are getting more staff to do a lot more than just keep the doors open, right? To do the planning, the event planning, the programs, and so that's what we're hoping in the coming years. We are also going through quite a few transitions from retirements to vacancies, and so it's really a moment for us to look at how we can build things together versus just one staff member at a time. So what we're working on is really creating that culture of bringing in new, but also making sure that we have those who are experts in knowledge and have been here for years kind of partner and pair so that we're moving forward with both that, the new as well as, the knowledge before. So it's exciting. It's definitely, we're excited this next year.
That's great.
That sounds great.
This is a great tool, for all of us going out
Yes.
into the community to have all this information
Yeah, and we're
to
hoping,
share.
for next year when we do a lot of our engagements that you'll be, meeting more of our new staff and really, getting to know kind of some of the new faces that are going to be out there, both at the branches and here at Main Library. So yeah.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Well done. Okay, and now we will hear from Erica again, the secretary.
Well, already talked about kind of what's happening in the future. So, like I did say, hi.
Hello.
There's cookies, there's tea, there's the Ocean Park branch is set to open its doors to the public on Tuesday, January 20th. And, the Fairview branch is Tuesday, January 20th, and the Ocean Park branch will be Wednesday, January 21st. So what we'll be doing is a little bit of that celebratory opening of the doors. We will send you information and invite you if you can come to one or both. We'll be, or we've already let City Manager's office know, but we'll be inviting the council and our neighborhood associations just to come. We may have some light refreshments, and just again, doors will be open and people will be coming in. I will say for Fairview, and I missed you, Judith, and you, both of you, right? You were at the gift wrapping, the book gift wrapping a couple of days. Yes, and then I came over there, but it was so lovely just to
It was really fun.
walk in
It was
and
crazy.
hear all of
I
the
think it was, I don't know if
activities.
it was busier than last year or the year. It's hard to
Last year
tell.
was really busy.
But
This
it was
year
good,
was, yeah.
there's crunch time.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, I think it was a little more manageable. I would say because we didn't have ribbon. Because ribbon.
We ran out of the stick
bow. Well, we
the
had the
bows.
bows, but we did.
You didn't have to wrap the ribbons.
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
That
which
would've
takes
been
a
crazy.
long time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So that's a good thing to keep in mind. The bows are great.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Although
so-
getting the sticker
Yeah,
on
you
the
had
bow.
to put. Yeah, you had to just put Scotch tape on.
I had no nails. I was like,
Yeah, so we had
controlled chaos. It was fabulous.
a lot of books, and each family or child got to choose 5, and they were wrapped by
4 this year.
volunteers. 4, it was 4 this year. Teen volunteers as well as library volunteers, and we wrapped them, and the kids are then able to give them to their family members, and they were picking out the books
I
themselves.
didn't realize it was also
Lovely.
arts and crafts. So it was just like
Oh,
glue
that-
guns
Oh,
and
yeah.
sticks and glitter
Oh, yeah,
and
they had-
garlands.
And
It was a lot
some
of fun.
kids want to wrap the books
Themselves.
themselves. The movie Elf was playing. When I walked in, there were groups of grown-ups just doing craft trees,
I
like in
saw
the
that
corner.
as I left. They were
Yeah,
so-
yeah, and just sitting, and I'm like, see, this is what.
It was a Hallmark movie.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Oh, one thing I have been meaning to suggest for years is it would be really nice for us to have name tags. You know that they make them now that you don't have to put pins in. They go.
Oh, the magnets
The
ones.
magnets.
Yeah,
Just our names
say
and
that,
library
yeah,
board,
yeah.
so people would know that we're on the board and what our names are. That would be good.
Yeah, for
Well, we were
like,
jealous because
when
all the
you're-
librarians had their name tags.
Yeah, we can definitely look into
I
that.
can tell you where I've gotten them in the past.
Yeah.
I have an update. We have a list of about 47,000 people.
Oh,
Yes.
What?
wow, that's great.
That's
Nice.
a
That's
lot of
quite a
people.
Impressive.
This is just in.
That's,
Yeah.
That's
like
half the population.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Subscribe to our the newsletter. That's
That's
fabulous.
amazing.
Yeah.
Nice platform.
I mean, we do have our,
That's amazing.
most of our, it's around that, if not a little bit more in terms of membership to the library, but that's both.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah, that's both residents and non-residents. And the hope is we get more and more residents.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure we
But that's
will.
amazing. That shows like how people like value the information from the library. That's amazing.
Fabulous.
So,
I bet
thank
the
you.
city doesn't
for
have
that.
that.
So that's the plan for January. We're definitely pushing towards that. What we're busy with is a lot of recruitments, and so that is going to continue even after we open. But you'll see us there. Cecilia and I will be there, and it's pretty much an all hands on deck for the branches, and we'll really kind of see in the next few months how activating and opening all the branches full service, how that's going to be for us, and then how we will make different tweaks. So any feedback that you get, any information will be helpful for
Gotcha.
us.
I will tell you, the first feedback I got was a tremendous yay at the Montana meeting.
Yeah.
It's just like, yay.
Yeah.
Are you guys still impacted by the hiring freeze or no?
We got relief.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in fact,
Yes,
it was.
part of the plan, so.
Yeah, and in fact, I think that freeze was more of a pause that required just more assessment and justification. So it was a process that was put in place, and then once that was removed, it's like, okay.
Amazing.
Yeah, so I think we're, other departments as well, we're moving to really try and, get staffed up so that we can activate as much as possible.
But
super
even
excited.
even the plan for July won't have us fully staffed to be open full time.
Not full-time, no. 4 days a week for Montana, Ocean Park, and Fairview. I think at that time, and, can't make any promises, but at that time and for the next year, what we will be looking at is how we combine self-service with open full service, so that there might be opportunities in that way.
Right. So we still have we have access, but we may not have full service access.
Yes, yeah. And as a transition toward doing that full access. But yes, we'll be also thinking about, like, what would it take for,
To be where we were in 2019.
all of it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But in terms of our programs for November and December, we were at the Conservancy honored the Library Community History Award. Got to say a few words, and it was great to be able to talk about being open. In January. It was a lovely
Did you guys
event and ceremony.
That was the night we got the weather, wasn't it?
No, the weather held off.
Oh,
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
it was-
So Judith introduced the.
It was great.
award, yeah.
And I mean, Miles Playhouse is
Yeah.
fabulous.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they have
Lovely.
a courtyard. Most people have never seen it.
Yeah.
So we had.
Yeah, they redid that whole
Yeah, it's
side.
beautiful.
That's right.
It's such a great spot. So
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. Our community discount program continues to grow. We've got
I see that.
more businesses who want to be involved, and basically if you show your library card you can get certain discounts. There is a list on the website. What was nice about that is some partners also donated for some drawings that we did, and so I think it's been great to support one another in that way. If you know of any, and if any businesses may have interest in this, then definitely let us know. I'm not sure if the form is up, but if you let us know, we'll, because I think that we want to make sure that we talk with and vet and explain the program first. Read with Roger at Ocean Park Branch. This has been super popular, and not just for the young kids, but also for the adult learners. So they give kind of first dibs to the adult learners, and it has been really great. We've gotten great feedback from. I went to the literacy celebration last night, and one of the adult learners, there was a photo of her reading with Roger. And Roger is the dog that is with the fire department, and he goes out now and offers support and the therapy dog for when things are happening, and so it's been great. Yeah.
Emotional support.
Yeah.
That's the right use of a cane.
Yeah. Adult literacy, the celebration. I'll probably be back next at the next meeting with more information and more stats. We just had the celebration last night, and again, like I said last night, it is one of my favorite events because you see so many volunteers who have volunteered hundreds of hours of their time the past year for these learners, and then we got to see one learner get his high school diploma. We have two that graduated Career Online High School, in which they actually get their high school diploma, not GED, and they get to choose a concentration in a career. And so he had the cap and gown, he walked down, and it was great. And there's just a lot happening. The program continues to expand, and we're lucky that we're able to support it, and part of it move it off of a grant and have like some permanent staff working on it. And so we've also got some great outreach happening. at Pacific Landing, and events at the main library. Countdown to Kinder Club at Pico Branch, which is also part of Family Literacy, where we are making sure that we engage with families and our littlest residents to share how important it is to get ready for kindergarten. So the Friends of the Library, this is kind of, we're hoping to get that back on track. Although what I will say for the Friends, dinner with friends hasn't really gone, gone very much anywhere, but we are looking at an author program in January 30th, and it is going to be with Lily King, the book Crack the Lover, and it was Barnes and Noble who reached out, and so even though one of our volunteers has moved and is moving on, Barnes and Noble still does value, and thanks to Antonio who helped connect us with Barnes and Noble in the beginning. They do value connecting with us, and especially with authors who need the space. And so we'll be looking at that on the 30th and seeing how that goes, and then hopefully friends are meeting next week. Invite you to come to the board meeting, and then we'll be hopefully looking at what else we might be able to do next year. That's
So
it.
did you have a date on that for the King event?
January 30th.
It's a Friday.
It's a Friday, and we will be, library's closed, we're going to be seeing how that goes. Friday evening.
Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we can now turn to our ad hoc committee updates, beginning with the Exploring Library Revenue ad hoc committee.
Words.
Explored.
Explored them so hard.
How does exploring go?
Explored and exploited.
Well, so we talked last month about the reopening, which is really, well, I guess one thing we are, our little ad hoc committee is going to be meeting with Rachel from the Friends and talking about some ways, some events or something that we, in terms of fundraising, but I mean not major revenue.
No, but we met with Oliver
Yes.
after the fact meeting, so we didn't get our meeting until the realignment plan had already been adopted by council, so it was sort of a more of a celebratory type of meeting. But was nice to see, from my perspective at least, it was nice to see his understanding and commitment to that this was a small first step towards fully embracing the community service, which is libraries, right, and making that a engine of growth for the city in a lot of ways. He also said lovely things about Erica, which we applauded him for having the good sense to know stuff.
Right. So we really, so I think our next steps is trying to work with the Friends and plan some fundraising events. I mean, I think it's a great photo in there of the fixture in the cafe to try to do a capital campaign. I'm not sure how we to really be able to use the cafe and redo that plan.
So that is my question, like, what is the fundraising priorities?
I think it's the capital to
Okay.
fix it up.
Facility.
So
Membership
take
too.
a lot of, we know it's at least, it's probably closer to 500,000 than 250. Since plan was done a couple of years ago, and just now everything is just crazy. So, but I mean, I think it can be done in phases.
Yeah, and I think that there is a part where we want to open it,
yes,
and just have it be
something
used, whether that's just for seating and then other programs. So we will likely do a first phase of have some self-service type vending machines like we were talking about, but we're going to be moving forward with it on the city end, and then hopefully the next iteration will be the design part. But we do want to, what we're trying to do here, once we get all of the in January, getting all of the branches reactivated, is to activate the spaces that have been closed here for a while, which include this periodical space and then the cafe space.
Are we waiting on Rachel's calendar to get a conversation going on that piece, or should we draft somebody else from the Friends to discuss?
No, I think she did say
we have a meeting
we'll
on Monday.
That's for the event,
you
right?
will get the
No,
invitation
that
to
would-
that.
Oh, that's for this
Yeah.
conversation.
I think there's 2 meetings on Monday. There's
Yes.
the event meeting,
Yes.
which is later, but
Yeah,
this
is
with
that on
Rachel.
there? It is on there, yeah, at 3:30.
But I say one of the things that you would consider is going back to that dinner with the friends, somehow phasing that with as a first phase of having conversation about more fundraising in that space.
Yes.
But I think the dinner with friends and the board might be a good idea as a starter. I think something to consider.
Yeah, well, I think we should try to plan something like that and do it in that space.
Yeah.
My mom, I don't remember much anymore, but weren't we just talking about something to try to do in that space yesterday or the day? I don't know. I remember a conversation. Something that was coming up, and I forgot what it was.
Oh, was it the 125th? It was the anniversary
Oh,
of the library,
the
right?
20th.
Main
Oh,
library?
the 20th.
20th?
Yeah.
I mean, that might be a dinner
Yes.
thing or something
So
to
what-
consider.
Yeah, and so what we were saying, so the actual birthday of this building is January 6th, 2026, but we could, and that is very quickly coming up. So, but we could use this first, 3 to 4 months, 2026 as the 20th, and have something.
Yes, I think we should.
Yeah, and staff was talking about maybe National Library Week in April or something.
I was at the Philomathian, and I think I talked with Susan Lamb was saying something was coming up, and I forget exactly what it was, which I said, oh, we should do it in the cafe. She said, I have to talk to Eric about it. Now I forgot exactly
Wasn't
what
an
it was.
exhibit? An art exhibit?
Oh,
Yes,
for
it
the
was
high school.
Yes, for the
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God, this was just.
Thank God I was there.
This is what happens. I mean, my birthday's January 7th. It's not like you're talking about
Yeah.
6 and 8, and I'm really getting up there, and this is what happens. You can't remember anything.
Yes, it was.
I write it
Yes,
down.
that was for
Yes.
the.
Because at the high school, there was this great, just sorry to get off the topic, but there was, Santa Monica High School had in storage, I think maybe they have 150 pieces of artwork from the WPA. And, they've just been in storage because there's no place to show them. But we had an event also from the Conservancy because they restored the Viking statue, which was a WPA art project, and the senior bench, which also was. And Barnum Hall is a WPA project. And so there was an event showing that, and then they took out about 50 pieces and framed them, or some of them were framed. I guess they used the ones that were framed, and showed it in the art gallery and at Samo High. And these are amazing. They're wonderful. And so we were talking about, maybe we could do an exhibit at the library, some of them, and have a reception, and that's where that idea came up. But the school district is going to open the art gallery
Yeah, I think that's
on the weekend. I think it's December 27th and 28th, from noon to 4 to the community. So you could,
Of December.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, so people could see, because
Yeah.
it's going away after the end of this month. The
I
show.
know there's
So-
going to be a lot of people doing anything on the 27th.
No, but, hopefully they'll publicize it.
Does it
So-
get put away, just put away, or
Yeah,
just
it'll get
going?
back into storage.
So it's like
Because they're
storage.
trying to find,
Yeah.
so we could take some, the library could show some of them.
Mm-hmm. I support that.
Yeah.
Not that it matters.
And you,
Should
then
ask
you
about
had
it.
you had a big exhibition too that was successful. It was like homeless.
Oh,
The homeless
Photography?
Photography.
photography.
That was a
Yeah.
great
That was really great
Yeah,
too. So
that
the
was
exhibition.
Great exhibit.
That was
bigger.
part of the Art of Recovery, I
Right.
think.
Yeah.
And that was, yeah. There's definitely possibilities and to get.
Where's the gallery? At Center
It's
High?
Yeah,
at
it's
Samurai
right.
High. So
Yeah,
that I
it's-
think was one of the barriers, is that you need to go and get into Samurai.
Right,
High.
right.
So that's the only time, right, was for the public, was going to be those 2 days.
Right.
Maybe the
Otherwise you
students
couldn't
up
go.
there then.
Yeah, I mean, because.
Yeah, otherwise
right.
you couldn't.
Because
find
they
it
don't,
out.
they have no one to staff it,
Yeah.
to keep it open. I mean, that was, that's always a consideration, is security. Even in the library, right?
Yeah, so, I mean, I think
so
getting
that-
more information on what that is, and hoping friends will also be,
Yeah.
involved in it. Yeah. But yes, next year, as it's being the 20th of Main Library,
We
we
should
can start, there's
definitely
definitely
do a celebration.
different things we could do.
I think both. Just
Yeah.
some dinner and an exhibition, though, so where you can use that space
Yeah.
and go through phases. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We met that, excellent, I met that, the piano player there. at
I
the-
forgot about
I got
that. You
his
got it.
name,
Okay.
but I have to ask for it.
Dang, I was supposed to go.
He lost his house in the fire, though, so.
Because you went to the reception.
Yes, the Philomathian.
Yeah, I didn't go to the reception,
Yeah.
but I heard it was great. Yeah, I have this name too, because.
Yeah. Yeah.
what did you call it? The Philomathian?
So the Philomathian Club is the oldest women's Black women's club on literature and arts, and so they had an unveiling of a plaque,
Landmark
a landmark,
designation.
yeah.
Broadway.
Broadway and 18th?
18th
Yeah.
Street.
Yeah. 18th for that club.
Well,
So, yeah.
Carolyn Edwards.
Mhm.
So, yeah, we should probably, it would be wonderful to do something with her. I mean, I know you work with her all the
Yeah.
time. She has the Quinn Research Group,
Yeah.
and just has,
For
so much
sure.
history.
Yeah, local history is one of our focus, and hopefully in this periodicals area, we'll be looking at how we can
Yeah.
make it local history research and getting some stuff up there. So yes, lots of plans.
Everyone has ideas, right? Execution, right, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and the next item is the community mapping initiative ad hoc committee. And I guess my question before we explore that is, the feedback on the community mapping and where
Yes.
that stands in the
Yes.
there.
So we had to put a pause on some of our data analysis because of our opening plans. But we are looking at putting together a report in January that will both gather the great feedback we've gotten from the different, from the community conversations, as well as analysis on our survey. There was over 1,100 responses to our survey, which was great. And in analyzing it, what's been interesting is kind of who's taken the survey, which is mostly people, obviously the library users, and who hasn't taken the survey, which is who's missing. And so that's what we're kind of looking at, and where and who we have to kind of reach out to and what groups. And so there will be some type of report. What I'm hoping is going to be, visual. It won't be as long as this, but it will be giving information on the broad themes, and that will then help inform, some of our how we prioritize moving forward. And so that's, that
Yeah, it
will
just seems
come.
like the initial thing to look at
Yeah.
before we talk about
Yeah.
what should we plan.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, these are so
definitely.
fabulous. I was just thinking,
Yeah.
will they be displayed in in the library itself, or you just think up here for the most part?
I think we have to think about whether it's going to be these or if we can recreate them, because we have the digital files and make them a little more, you know, a little more able to,
Fit
you know,
the
put on
display.
boards or
Yeah.
something like that.
Oh,
Versus
right.
these are kind of
Big-
delicate.
Right, right.
I already ripped one of them, I think so. But yeah. But they are awesome. They're
Yeah,
very
no, I was so
so-
impressed how she did it too. I mean,
Yeah.
she's so
I know.
fast.
Yeah.
I've had a
Just as
few.
people were talking, you know,
Yeah.
it was just crazy.
I've had a few people come and and folks who have worked, you know, with other libraries before, like consultants, and they see it or they come and visit and they're like, "Wow, this is great." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's, you know, again, it's another way of showing kind of what the community is interested in."
And what the library offers.
Yeah, those great
Yeah.
phrases. Yeah.
Very visually compelling. Something
Yeah.
great.
So, and this is likely the graphics for the report. We'll have focusing on some of these graphics to kind of show and hone in on what, you know, what the staff have learned. You know, it has been like we were poised to get through and go through it, and then like all of a sudden we pivoted. We're like, okay, we got 2 months to try and figure out if we can open in January. Let's go.
Oh yeah, no, I already see.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay, so then I guess we'll reconvene on that in January and think about what next steps we want to take. Any new business items, topics? Anybody would like
Just
to discuss?
just an update. Judith connected us with Lindsay Horvath's office and for the Imagination Library, the Dolly Parton Foundation, get kids books to kids from birth to 5.
That's right.
So we had an initial conversation with her office, and it was, I thought, very productive, and hopefully it will lead to more productive conversations as well.
Wonderful.
Yeah, no, thank you, yeah, I mean, good that you've just stepped up with this. Thank you.
I'm just trying to play like blocker for Manisha, just like to get her some
Yeah.
conversation. She's
No,
fabulous.
she is, yeah, she's the regional representative of the Imagination Library. I learned, anyway, I don't know much about it, Daniel really knows a lot more about it, but.
Was she the one at the conference that we went
She was
to?
at the one at Serving with Purpose conference.
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah,
wasn't
I mean,
there,
it
so
seems
you,
like this fabulous program.
Yeah.
And they're like giving stuff away.
Yeah, like
So,
literally just sign up
why
and you get a
not?
book from birth
Yeah,
to 5.
I mean,
Every month.
but, I mean, but
With your
there's
name on
there's
Yeah.
a monetary commitment
Yeah.
if you're a partner.
Right.
So the
Yeah,
good
we saw.
news is she's been working on this for like the LA County problem for
Yeah,
like
I
a
bet.
year,
Yeah.
and it's starting to come together, right? So they're slicing it,
complicated,
segmenting
yeah.
it.
So, yeah, it was interesting, the LA County Library Foundation has one staff member.
For the, it's got a
That-
budget.
I mean, there's a board and there's.
What's-
They have a board, so I guess it,
Like
I mean, there's a, they must have a board, but I guess they have one paid staff member, maybe?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just confusing to me, the structure of it all.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
LA
the
County,
county
and then
and
there's
LA
the city of
City.
LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the to me, the weird part is like the state of California, the state library has already stepped up, and we've got like,
Yes,
they've already
they were.
committed 50% of the funding for the local piece.
Okay.
So they're just saying, find your other half for the local piece, and the Dolly Parton Foundation covers half of themselves, right? So it's like 50%.
Right.
So
So
like we've already got
it's-
75% covered,
So,
so we just got to find that 20% and partners.
So you said you were trying to connect with the LA County versus the city?
The supervisor, yeah, the board. So this was someone formerly, I guess, with the city of Santa Monica, who's now on Lindsay's staff.
Oh, yeah.
Who connected us with somebody else on Lindsay's
yes,
staff?
yes.
Who?
Constance.
Constance, I
Yeah.
reached out to Constance, and she connected us with Rachel
Right.
Fox, who's one of
Right.
Lindsay's deputies.
And she'd already been talking. I'm horrible
To
with
the
names.
LA.
To the other supervisor, who's East San Gabriel Valley area. So it's just basically saying, hey, they normally operate as a county program. LA County is its own unique thing in the universe because it's so damn large. So it's really almost impossible to light LA County on one go. So how do we, segment it up and just light up areas? So hopefully this will lead to, the nice thing is this, if you've got 2 or 3 of the supervisors who are already supportive of it, you would think maybe the whole supervisors come together and go, okay, now we're just going to get serious and find out how do we light this up for the county. That's my wish, but I'll be happy if we can get the website lit up.
Yeah.
What are you looking for? Just a website partner?
Yeah, we're just looking for.
That's the final one.
Yeah, we had, so
Right.
actually, since the last meeting, we actually hosted the community meeting here in the Santa Monica Library. So we had like 4 or 5 nonprofit organizations who showed up. All want to participate, but none of them have the capacity to be the lead 501c3. So we were still looking for that sort of that organization that has the administrative capacity to actually do it, and then all the other supporting organizations can come under the umbrella and be part of it. So we'll get there.
So,
This is-
new
I love this
business,
because-
but follow up on the questions of the top
these-
Is this for
checked
the
out
2025, or is this like December, or what?
this past year, 2025, yeah. Up until, I think they just gave it to us like this week.
Yeah, like a couple
Yeah.
days ago, and then
Yeah.
even today there was like an update.
Oh, there
Nice.
was?
Did you see this? She said she took off diarrhea kit. No, she added diarrhea
Oh,
kit.
kid.
Pete
All
the cat.
4s. I haven't heard all 4s.
Yeah.
It's the
All
number
four is
one.
Miranda July.
Huh?
It's Little Lacy.
Oh, it's one of
I'll say that.
the fantasy novels. Like
Oh.
No?
more racy than that.
She's a filmmaker. I'm trying to think how to describe her.
Oh yeah, I've heard her name.
I'll have to put these on reserve. I
I'm
don't
glad
think
to
I
see.
read all.
I'm glad to see James is on the
Middle-aged
list.
woman who goes, wow.
And Demon Copperhead is still on the list. That's fun. That's nice.
Yeah. Definitely saw her.
Oh, Cajillionaire. I remember that movie. Miranda July.
There you go. Okay.
These are for the year.
Fiction, yes.
Shares big
So
in Santa
number of,
Monica.
the highest number checked
Share.
out, top 10
Shares
checked
big.
out.
Absolutely.
That was asked
All
last
celebrity memoirs. Sorry.
meeting,
Mm.
whether we had that.
I'm
as
so
a
interested.
good
That,
team.
yeah, Cher and Brian
She
Wilson.
beat out front.
I love that. I love that. Thank you. This is really interesting.
Yeah,
This is
fabulous. I like
yeah,
this
this
information.
is great.
Yeah, since the CTUPS team presented on collection development last time,
Yes.
they followed up with this. So.
Thank you. Tell them thank you.
Thank you, C-Tech.
So,
I'm
I'm
about
going to
teamwork.
share a couple of articles my husband has sent me lately. It seems that, this is a very better suggestion than what Councilmember Swick said. There are some cities now that are building they're putting affordable housing above a library,
Ooh.
which makes so much sense.
I think that happens.
So Boston and Brooklyn. I mean, not that we have, we're not going to, I don't think we're going to build on any of our libraries, but it's an interesting idea.
Or you
You
can
know,
add libraries to those existing
some,
buildings that they're building.
Some LA County libraries, at least 1 or 2 are senior housing, and
Yeah.
then the library
Right.
down there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have seen.
I mean, it's a good combination.
That is
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like especially for the population.
I just got back from Art Basel. They had a really good exhibition of a big bookcase. I don't know if you guys have seen. Have you also been? You're familiar with Art Basel in Miami?
Yeah.
One of the
I've
biggest
never
exhibitions
been
was
there.
on the ocean, and it was a rotating library case full of books and stuff too. So I'll send the articles and videos.
Yeah, that's some
And
good
then I was
pictures.
like, oh, that would be so good to have in our courtyard. Like, it's been, but it was like a big focus. It was like one of the
Oh,
biggest
really?
exhibitions in Miami.
We
Books
should-
are on books.
Yeah, we should get photos of that with lots of things happening in the next few years on the beach and things, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be cool.
The World Cup and the Olympics.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking about. It was like these two big major events and
Be so
having
cool.
some type of art exhibition
The
for
library,
the library.
yeah, on the beach.
Library.
But when you see it, it's like beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it glows in the dark too at night too. Daytime and nighttime, so it just rotates.
Oh, I'd love to see.
So many
How
people
long-
were
how
out
long
there
is that?
watching
So you
it
were just
How long
there?
is-
How cool is
the
that?
whole week. Yeah, from Tuesday, Monday to Sunday.
So it's the week they have the installations.
hmm
Yeah.
It might be out there longer.
Reminds
Yeah.
me of, when was the one on the beach when we had it on the
The
beach?
lights.
Glow. Yes.
There was an art.
Oh,
Yeah, oh,
amazing.
it's
Yeah, we did it in
huge.
2 years.
On the
We
beach
did
in Santa
2
Monica, right?
years.
When was
Here.
that?
Oh, I don't remember how long. It was a long time
Before
ago.
Pre-COVID,
It was
yeah.
Amnesia.
Yeah.
At the beginning,
Like-
I mean, maybe the 2010s.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like huge.
There's so
like,
many cool things back then.
big.
I only moved back in 2014.
Ah,
Same. I
Oh
mean, not
my
back, but I
gosh.
moved here in 2014. So.
I mean, it was, yeah, Jessica
Cusick,
Jessica
yeah.
Cusick, who was the arts.
I mean, yeah, there's really no reason that, like, Miami has all these cool events. There's no reason why Santa Monica doesn't have that or better.
Yeah.
It should be better.
I agree on
Yeah.
that.
It should be better.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Like, Miami is, like, punching above its weight
Mm.
in so many ways. There's not much there to go.
No,
It's basically
It's
Vegas.
underwater.
It's basically Vegas, and so, you know, we have so much more going on.
The realignment plan, first step.
Yeah, there we go.
Right.
Let's
No,
move on.
no, you see,
Onward
if
and
you go
upward.
in the parking structures, they're, steam cleaning the
I've
stairwells,
seen
which is a
that.
first
That's
good
good.
step.
That's good.
They built the substation, I think.
Yeah, no, I think
That's
that
good.
Santa Monica was,
Yeah.
planted trees, no, it's
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody in the PR, the fact that you got the Guardian writing articles about Little Santa Monica is a little.
Oh, I'm Andrew Gumbel's piece, I know him, the journalist.
Oh, yeah.
But it's
I
been,
took issue with that. There was something in the LA
the
Times.
Guardian, the LA Times,
Yeah, the
New
LA
York
Times,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, what did the LA Times say?
Huh?
Sort of similar, you know.
Similar things. Interesting.
I don't know. Oh, you got a gavel.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll stop nattering.
Okay, for the record, Chair Newman has adjourned the meeting
Hey,
at
look at that.
6:58.
Oh,
Whoa.
boy.
Now we can.
Oh, should we talk about our January?
Oh, yeah, let's go back to
yeah,
it.
Tony.
Well, we're still in.
This is
We're still in.
50
Yeah,
revised.
he remembers.
The
We have to
calendar.
decide.
We went through the calendar, and we have a little bit of an issue with January, so we wanted to see what your availability was.
Yes.
Oh.
In January for that meeting.
The current date is January 8th, and are you available January 8th or January 15th or both? We would prefer to
Come
do
to
January
both.
15th.
I'm available for both.
Okay, so should we do January 15th?
15th.
then?
If that works, yeah. You won't be here.
Doesn't work for Miss Member Meister. That's okay. We'll fill you in.
I could come for the first half hour, maybe, but, yes.
You're on so many boards.
I'm on too many boards.
That's why
Okay.
That's why it's hard to remember.
Yes.
There's actually so many things going on. It's not the
Yeah.
huge thing.
Great. All right. So it'll be January.
So January 15th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll have to mark that.
All right.
Maybe I'll say, hey, I can't go to the other meeting. I'd much rather come to the library board.
All right.
Okay, great.
Great. Thank you.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Yeah,
Is
happy
anybody
holidays.
going away
Thank
anywhere
you.
fun? Are you-
Mexico, going to Mexico that first week.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to stop the
Very nice.
recording.